I can't believe how much I lucked out. Just as the plane was about to touch down, I leant to the woman next to me and I said, are you local to here? And she said, yeah, I live here, I'm just coming home. And I asked her, so how should I get to Rapid City from the airport? I know there's no public transport, but is there a shuttle service or do I have to get a cab? And she leaned over to a friend, and seconds later, I had a free lift to the door of the hotel because all three women were travelling together, having just come back from the UK, and they work at a shop across the street. So I got a free lift to the hotel. I just checked in. The desk service downstairs was amazingly good. They were really nice, and the place looks incredible. And so I've just checked into my room, and yeah, this is great. I'm a very happy bunny. No cockroaches on the floor in this place. Carpet's a bit old-fashioned, but otherwise, yeah. So 2 nights here, and up early tomorrow morning to go and see Mount Rushmore, being a tourist. Who knew? Oh, hello, Heffy. How have you been? What? How have you been? I don't know. Are we going to America soon? Where have we been the last day? Well, don't expect me to remember that. It's not like anything's happened, is it? I'm going to look out the window. You look out the window. I'm looking out the window. Looking out the window. That's that what you're doing? Yes? Looking out the window. What could you see out there? Don't interrupt, I'm looking out the window. I've got buns. I've got buns. Have you got any buns? I might have been lying. About what? About having buns. Well, I'm looking out the window. Me looking at the window, and talking to me about looking at the window, and I'm looking at the window. I slept pretty well. Had the Weather Channel on all night, so I'm sure the dreams I had were to do with what they were saying on the weather. There's big storms over parts of the US today, but not here. So this is the view out my window. That's part of Rapid City beneath there. Now the views down there are pretty grim, but there are parts of the Black Hills of Dakota. I'm being picked up soon to go on my trip to see Mount Rushmore. Yay! Curtains come down. This is just amazing. There's a Starbucks connected to the hotel, so I had breakfast there, and I've been picked up by the shuttle service from the lobby of the hotel earlier than was said. Driven straight here to Fort Hayes, where the tour's starting from. And these buildings are part of the movie set for Dances with Wolves. Wasn't filmed on this spot. It was filmed somewhere else in South Dakota, but all the buildings were bought here in 1993. So the movie was shot in here. And look, there's Kevin Costner. And there's Kevin Costner. It's like Face Off is going on. And the route here was lovely. So thus far, I'm giving South Dakota, Rapid City, an absolute 10 out of 10 thumbs up. Loving it here. So this is Fort Hayes. It's only 8 AM. It feels like about midday already. This isn't even part of what I'm doing today. This is just the drop-off point for the coach to pick us up, to take us on. Oh, I'm such a tourist. There's a coaster here. I mean, it's not actually a roller coaster, it's It's interesting. Here's a view. The slight haze is from wildfires up in Vancouver. It's a very nice day today. Although there's all this bloody political shite. Here's their coaster from another direction. It's a bit like Bramley. So I'm guessing this place. I'm guessing this place makes all its money during the summer when it's busy. Hey, look! I know that's meant to be a buffalo, right? But look at that side on. Look, is that a crazed heifer lump? Well, it's just what it looks like, Heffy. Doesn't mean anything beyond that.
I've had enough of this. Look, that's me. Right, this is me. That's not me. Then you look like a crazed heifer lump. Oh, that's so you a crazed heifer lump. If you're not careful.
Just been there in the rope shop listening to the old fella that runs it. Saying the other guy that ran it just dropped dead there 2 weeks ago. Was showing us about the carving out the Crazy Horse monument, and it's 10 times the size of Mount Rushmore. It's only halfway through being built. So 75 is in, another 75 to go. That's fascinating. I think most of the trades here, I think they're old retired folks who've got nothing to do with their days, but they're artisans and have jobs to do, so they come here and just spend the day here, which is like, I guess the businesses are paid for, and they just pocket whatever they sell. This is not our bus, our coach.
Driving up through there, Morton Willing later today after lunch, and coming up over here on my right is a nice place to bring the kids. You got some children you'd like to bring out this way. Paha Sapa. Paha Sapa meaning Black Hills. I do enjoy it. I think you would too. This little town of Keystone has a very colorful history, has a very tragic history. Colorful that this is the place where the carvers from Mount Rushmore were lodged. When they were not carving on the mountain, they were down here usually playing baseball. Tragic in that this town has been burned out from one end to the other twice. Back in 1972, we had a flood here, and most of our thunderstorms top out at 45 to 48,000 feet. But that particular day, that thunderstorm topped out at over 50,000 feet. Sat above the basin of this town, rained, sent a wall of water down through here 12 to 15 feet high. Washed out the town, continued down the slope to Rapid City, destroyed a third of Rapid City, claiming almost 200 lives. And we know that flood as the Rapid City flood, spring of 1972. And if you're looking for, get more details on Mount Rushmore, out there, the Rushmore Boardroom store, that building right there, the kids are free. You need a carving, wood carving, that guy does an excellent job. Take a look at that Sasquatch right there. You see that guy standing right there? You got a neighbor you want to move, you buy that thing, you put it in your backyard, looking over the fence at your neighbor's place, see how long this stick brings. You want to move the neighborhood, take the guy with the flagpole right there, You put him in your yard, put a little light in his eyes, hey, turn his head a little bit, move your whole neighborhood. Watch the prices drop. Or put that Indian with eagle feathers on top of your motorhome, start, see if it gives you a little lift going down the road, cut them gas prices.
Okay, so I'm here at Mount Rushmore. Our driver stroke guide is very good. but he's also a little bit old school, a little bit redneck, and he's a religious pastor. Amen. I know that the mountain is right in front of me, but I'm not going to look at it yet. I'm going to get much closer before I do anything like that. I've seen in my peripheral vision that it's directly in front of me, but I'm not looking till I get closer. So I'm getting closer. I'm still not looking yet. This is the avenue of all the flags. I'm not looking. The camera's probably now looking straight at the Mount Rushmore, but I've got my eyes closed, so I still haven't seen it yet. And now looking around the other side, my eyes are open again. So there's only 27 people on the coach, and nearly all of them are elderly. I'm the only non-American in the tour group, which I kind of like. I'm able to see. I'm looking down, but I'm just about seeing the bottom of the mountain in front of me. I'm seeing the spoiler rocks. I'm still not looking yet. I'm going to film myself looking at it. Yeah, for the first time. Yeah. Okay. So this is me. Number one on my bucket list since I was a kid. Finally made it. All the way across. Thousands of miles. Blah, 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 blah. I still haven't seen it yet. But now I'm going to see Mount Rushmore for the first time in my life. And you're going to see my reaction when I see it. 1, 2, 3, here we go. So first impressions. It's much higher up than you'd think. The carvings are much sharper, but then again it's a really nice sunny day. It's wow. Yeah, okay. So I'll do some zooming in now. Okay, so let's go through all the figures on there. So that's Brian Cant there. Obviously the voiceover of Chigley, Camwick, Green, Trumpton, and presenter on Play School and Play Away. Next to him, this there. That's Geezer Butler from Black Sabbath. And next to him there, that face there. I better zoom in a bit more, hang on. That is the actress Juliet Stevenson. And next to Juliet, just there, that face there. That's the newsreader Trevor MacDonald. So all the facets of modern English culture on one big rock. Well, I say rock. It's ice cream.
I gotta get closer to the place because it's
So, Heffy.
What?
We're out for a walk at Mount Rushmore.
I know that.
Where are we? Where are we?
I don't know.
We're at Mount Rushmore.
No, we're not.
We are at Mount Rushmore, South Dakota.
No, we're not.
We are.
I don't believe you.
Look at the presidents. Look at the presidents.
Where are they?
Up above you.
I don't see them. Yeah, can we do with the bun now? Nice sticky bun. Poor Heffenlump.
Look at Lincoln. Look at Lincoln up there.
Who's that?
That's Abraham Lincoln.
I knew that.
So look at him.
I'm looking at him. Look at Abraham Lincoln. I'm looking at Abraham Lincoln. You need to look at Abraham Lincoln. I'm looking at Abraham Lincoln. Hello. Hello. Mr. Abraham. Hello. He's not saying anything to me.
No, that's because he's dead.
Oh, I'm very sad about that. Hello. Is he the only one?
No, there's others as well.
Oh, good.
So I'm now walking what's called the Presidential Trail. They said, oh, you don't have time to do it. If you run, you just do it. Rubbish, it's only half a mile. And I've still got 40 minutes left yet. No problem. So this is actually where you get the best views of the faces. Oh, wow. Big. Big. Look at that, Heffy.
I'm looking at it.
Yeah, I know, but you need to look at it better.
I'm looking at it better than that. Hello.
Yeah, he's not going to answer you.
Rude.
So there we are, there's Lincoln with his original green mutton chops beard that you only see from this angle. Bit of a hipster thing going on. That's a view you won't see very often.
Did what, 17? I think we're like right here. The next one we should see is 18. There's a bookstore and a super.
Stabilize it some.
Kind of, I guess, at the end. And then
So it keeps stopping everywhere. It's a totally different angle. It looks different. It's no less impressive. The weather's beautiful. It's not too hot. There's a very gentle breeze blowing. It's warm. Perfect day to come out and see this. Oh look, Jefferson's head's exploding. So this is just walking around the Presidential Trail. A bit like Tweezledown. So I'm halfway around the route and it's taken me, what, 10 minutes? So those saying you never get back to the coach with an hour to do, There's about 550 steps overall. Now I don't know how much of it's downhill and how much of it's uphill on the way back, but these all seem to be going down. And I don't recall going many up in the first place to get here. Could be a scary end, we'll never know. It's nice looking, isn't it?
Peekaboo. Peekaboo. Peekaboo.
So this is the compressor house, right next to the sculptor's studio. This is where all the compressed air was generated for being piped up the mountain to do the carving. Because he was too lazy to just do it with a hammer and chisel. He never told you that. And here's the sculptor's studio. What's that up there? I haven't seen that before. Yes, I've got to go all the way up there to get back to where I'm going. The steps did not lie. Most of the way back, here's the classic view. They've all swapped positions since I last filmed them. I heard this big, loud grating sound, all this dust flew in the air, and they've all moved about. Heavy breathing, because it was all upstairs. No, it wasn't upstairs, it was going up the stairs. So I did the route in 20 minutes. Plenty of time before the coach picks us up again. So I thought this would form the main part of the day. Now we're not back until 5, and we'll be leaving here at 10:45, so there's hours and hours of the day to go. Ultimately, it's good value for money. It's about 100 quid for the day trip. So yeah, there we are. Done it. And the presidential trail around it. I was going to go up there. I was going to sit on top of Trevor McDonald's head, and I was going to cut him a Mohican. But I'm not allowed. A bit rude. He's going to go, yeah, that's fine, you've come a long way, you've always wanted to see this, of course you can do that. Nope, didn't let me. No, I'm not seeing it anywhere, but there were, bleh. Here we are, to the left of Brian Cant there. Early pictures show there was another head being carved in there, but they abandoned it and carved it all out again. I still don't know who it is and why they stopped it. There's also, apparently there's a chamber inside the head, that head there, Trevor McDonald stroke Abraham Lincoln. They were going to form a museum in there, but they never did it in the end. I've never seen photos of it. Now here's the thing, right? I did not see any cowboy hats in Texas, but I'm seeing loads here in South Dakota. I'm very much liking this place so far. There's loads to see in the state. If I could come back here with a trip that did all of them, I would certainly come back here. See, they're that desperate to see it. We worship you, the stone gods of the American past. Tell us what to do. What? Hate Mexicans? Is that what you're telling us to do? Out to the strangely named Avenue of Flags, with all the American states on it and some dependencies elsewhere. The particular state is the state of Panic. So I think an hour is probably about long enough. I haven't seen a museum here. I'd like to have seen pictures of the development. I'd like to have seen the pictures all morphing together of the thing being slowly carved out, and the history of it, and what the fifth face was. Well, there doesn't seem to be anything that I found that shows it. But I've got a few minutes before I've got to get back on the bus. I'm sure most of the people on the coach wouldn't have been able to manage walking the route I did, but I did. Worked up a bit of a sweat, but it's a gorgeous day, and yeah, I'm just making the most of these last couple of minutes. Just looking at the foreheads of the British entertainers. I'm a very lucky bunny to have got here. Very pleased about it. Yeah.
That looks good. Zoom in. I got George right behind
So that's our guide, and it's over there. Look, George Washington's great big nose. Tinsdale. So that's George Washington with his spiny, rocky anthropoid body behind him. So that's the bit you don't see. This is what he looks like from behind. It's like a woodlouse. There's our tour bus. Spinning past all the people in the group. And then down to where they're taking the photos. Narish, get out of the way. So having read this, the mystery is solved. Jefferson's head was going to be on the other side of Washington, and they did start carving it, so it was Jefferson's head, but they found the rock was low quality and it wasn't working out, so they blasted it away, which now means you can see Jefferson's head, Washington's head. Now Jefferson's on the other side. So there was not an extra president. Jefferson moved. Bloody politicians.
Out here and see the Black Hills the way he saw them, the experience of Black Hills. And he was also a good friend of Judson Bordwell, which is to say something in the governor's court, because Bordwell, the genius the man was as a sculptor, he had his weaknesses. One of them was his tongue, the other was his temper. And many times the governor had to help him get his foot out of his mouth. But, you know, sometimes you need people like that in your life. Here in the back, what do you see behind us back here? There's Mount Rushmore. And let me give you a little quiz here. Tell me again what this flaky stuff is here, the rock. What's that called?
Mica.
Mica. Yeah, you're 90% correct. 90% mica. The other 50% is fiberglass off of tour buses and motorhomes. You know, sometimes folks, I'll come into this tunnel. If people come in this tunnel take a picture of the bus going through it, I let them get that camera up in front of their face, be comfortable, and then I gun it. You all see them. They run out here like a bunch of rats. Oh. But what I can see through this tunnel in the distance is Mount Rushmore, like you would frame it. That tunnel frames Mount Rushmore. And so what I like to do is pull over here for a few minutes, allow my guests an opportunity to walk back in that tunnel and take a picture.
Oh, clever. So we just got here so we can come back and actually take an image of Mount Rushmore through this bridge. I have to say, it is pretty good. I'm amazed I've never seen a picture of it like this before. But let's zoom in.
Why don't you step on up this way, get out in the sunlight. Line up along here. You need some help, let me know.
That's amazing.
Isn't that good?
Sometimes in the distance, what do you see out there?
Oh, there it is again.
Oh, see him again.
There it is again, Mount Rushmore.
Wow.
And Sandy, did you know these trees grow naturally this way so that we can see Mount Rushmore? You didn't know that? Would you believe Mount Beavers cut them trees out? You would? Okay. No, really, we have stunt pilots fly helicopters upside down through here. Yeah. And so we got two tunnels here that happen to highlight Mount Rushmore. That's amazing. That is before people started getting more poisoning. But we got some beautiful rose quartz up here. Most of the road bed that we have here is white quartz. In memory of Peter Norvik, our one-time governor and three-time senator from South Dakota. And I'm going to pause here for just a moment. Let the folks on the left side get a good look. We do let you know we're going to be an equal opportunity bus, so right side people get pictures, left side people get pictures.
Oh, I didn't get it.
And, I'm coming up on this spot right here. Right after this pine tree over here on my left, there's an opening in the trees, Mount Rushmore out there. If you'd like to take a picture out that way, be kind of quick on the trigger. If you wait too long, all you're going to get is a woodpecker trait. Looks like it's done. Yep. Yep, Woody the woodpecker has been evicted for destruction of government property. All right, sometimes the best place to take a picture is halfway down the mountain. That might be true on our next switchback if you'd like to take a picture. You can run up to 35 miles an hour. How fast are you? The best thing you could do is outrun Lee, who is next to you. Okay. Okay, that's not...
Stopped off for lunch at this place called State Game Lodge. And I've got this this cranberry, pecan, spinach and pear salad, which is amazing. And I ordered a cocktail, which is Bailey's and amaretto and coffee and a bit of cinnamon in it, which is also very nice indeed. And it's not expensive either. So that's a happy bunny. And bread. So it's hot and sunny, but it's raining on and off. But it's really not a problem. It's not windy. It's warm. So it's good. So this is where I've just eaten. That salad was it had to be the best salad I've ever had in my life. It was, oh, it was amazing. So if I come back to South Dakota, I'm going to come back here and have it again. State Game Lodge. You heard it here, folks.
Behind me, they probably would like to get around here, so let them look at that first. Okay, I do have Sandy here to help me navigate through this. I did take a clearance lamp off in here once. Hoping not to do that again. This is a little bit of a challenge since the tunnel, even though I've got 9 inches to play with, it does have a little crook in the middle of it. I have to be aware of that. So. Well, this is where I make my adjustment. Wow. Still good on this side. This side. Looks like we made it.
Hey!
All right.
Very good job. Good job.
And that's a warm-up for our next time. Now, in 1874, when George Armstrong Custer and his men came this way, they also came up and investigated these, and at that time, he compared them to organ pipes sticking up out of the planet. There have been a lot of erosion since that time. Borman was asked when he originally came here if he would come up here and investigate.
So this is quite amazing. Effie,
What?
you're in the way.
In the way of what?
In the way of the amazing mountain thing behind you.
There's nothing there.
Look, turn around.
I can't see you now, can I?
That's not the point. There's the mountain thing behind you.
Oh, that. Oh, I've been here before.
You haven't been here before.
I have.
When were you here before?
With you.
I've not been here before.
I think you'll find you have.
No, I haven't been here before.
Well, we'll have to agree to you being wrong, won't we? It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Now, you folks on the left-hand side, you look out the window, able to look almost straight up at some of these needles right here. If you're in the front of the bus, look underneath that tree limb right in front of us. You see that rock profile right there? That's a profile of who? Of who? Of who? Winnie the Pooh. That's it, yeah. You know, for years I looked at that thing and I thought to myself, hey, boo-boo, but I was wrong. Winnie the Pooh the whole time. Here, when the bugs got into them, killed them out, Park Service came and cut them out. Now we get a good look at these needles. And I've seen people standing on top of some of these. There's some rock climbing people up here sometimes. This would be my least liked switchback here, but things have changed over the years. There's a nice little trail goes down there between the rocks, not very far, but there's some nice scenery that way. And if you'd like to take a picture, folks, of these needles right here on my right, there's an opportunity to do that right over the top of this big rock that's coming up here on my right. I'll slow it here. You'll take your picture out the window there on the right side. And I'm seeing it come into my view right now. There it is. Get your photo. Ooh, somebody dropped a rock off here. Right there. That's an even better look than the past year. Somebody come in here and cut some trees out down there. That's good. This big rock in front of me on my right, that's called Totem Rock. I call it Total Rock because my straight didn't even have a chance of getting it through there. I still need some music there. Okay, got to come up with a song somewhere. Okay. I think the tunnel may be haunted. Oh, I'm sorry, folks.
You're too far.
I'm gonna have to repent, okay? Back up here. We'll start this thing all over. No, the boss says I have to straighten up. I'm going to drive this bus.
All these people on the other side.
I did that one time. Lee, I did that one time. A lady was sitting here with her husband. And she screamed so loud I thought my hair was going to fall out. He gave me the best tip I ever got that afternoon. I tell you what, his wife been talking the whole time, and then I got her screaming, and
She got quiet then.
she got quiet, yeah. But
People over there are making bets whether you make it through.
Yep.
that's what they're doing. They're taking bets, and I get 10% of the purse if I get through.
All right.
And usually I stop here and have my my Maalox, but I don't have it with me today, so I'm gonna drink the water instead. We're moving. Now, I got to keep the mirrors off the wall. That's the big deal. I keep the mirrors off the wall at this angle. I should be able to go through without scraping the balls of the bus. Got a guy come in here one time. He wanted to take a picture of the bus going by. In the tunnel. He had one of these Canon, I think it was Canon or Nikon cameras. Had like a 12-inch lens on it. You could hear the lens scraping down the side of the bus as I go by. I don't think he's professional on it. Well, I do have kind of a crowd up there, don't I? We'll just ease her on up here.
I wondered if you get stuck. It's not turning.
Yeah, that's what they wanted. They wanted to see a tragedy is what they want to see, right?
Yeah.
Taking videos of it. They got their cameras going.
No, they're going to cheer when you come out the other side.
Hey, you guys want to have some fun?
Aren't we?
Just caution just a little bit this way. Oh, goodness. I can't believe that. Oh, no, I must be stuck.
Can't you open the door?
Oh, man. I can't believe this.
You're quite the showman.
Oh, good grief. Okay, well, why I was throwing my flashers on. Raise the engine. Oh, good. I'm having a heart attack. Falling on the wheel. You guys see anybody calling 911?
They're all looking.
They are calling 911.
They might be.
Bitch, I need to happen. Nobody's coming to help.
Social media tomorrow.
No, they just want to view a tragedy.
They're trying
I'll
to
take
figure
that
out how
off.
they get in here.
Now, okay. We'll proceed. Move forward.
Just pull it.
Yeah. When I have kids with me, I like to tell the children on the bus that this is a magic tunnel. We have people that drive Winnebagos in here. They come out Airstreams on the other side. And somebody asks me how often I do this. On days that I drive, I do it 3 times. Once for real and twice in my sleep. Have you ever seen a bus surfing video of the Black Hills? Bus surfing? That happens in this tunnel. We have some kind of a gang thing that happens where people, young men mostly, they'll jump off the rock over here on this side, on top of the bus, over to the other side. Yeah. One day I was coming through here, one jumped on the bus and it scared me. It hit the brakes. Oh, yeah, I think I heard him roll on top of the bus. Luckily, he didn't roll down between the bus and the wall, but yeah. Wow, look at this crowd. I better get my hat on, because
They're gonna clap when you get
I'm getting ready for a photo op here.
Pancakes on.
Looks good, don't it? Huh? Yeah.
Hey.
Hey! Yeah! All right.
They are all
Yes.
There was a big party up here.
Wow, they do have a lot of nice folks here. Oh, I like that truck. I hope it don't scratch it. Let's see if I can get some directions here.
Take the photo.
Okay, so this is Lake Sylvan, which is in by northwest as well. I've got to say, our driver guide is doing my head in. A bit more talk religion. He keeps doing all these fake stops, sort of like slamming the brakes on, or swerving and stuff and shouting out. He's been doing it all day and everyone thinks it's really funny, and I'm just finding it very, very annoying. His guiding's great, but he's got to stop that, and he's got to stop the God stuff as well. He's only done it 3 times. So wow, this is quite charming. None of the other tour group are coming down here. I don't think. It's just started thundering, although the sky's blue. Hey, look over there, it's Bridgnorth Castle. It's about as close as we get to it. Somehow I thought we actually got onto the monument, but absolutely not. So that's Crazy Horse. The face alone is the size of all the faces on Mount Rushmore. They've been building it for 75 years, it's got another 75 to go before it's finished. So nearly all of us are never going to see it. Tornado shelter. We passed earlier on, he said all the trees ripped up. He said there'd been a tornado there, a tornado there not long ago. So there he goes, driving our coach, parking it up. Is this an ancient antique? Nope. It's a competition to win this rifle. Tucked away in a corner down here. It's one of Crazy Horse's knives. I think it'd be more prominent. I didn't film it this morning. I don't know if I did or not, I can't remember. But here's a Starbucks built onto the hotel. Here's the lobby. And I got my cab sorted out for the morning. Being picked up straight from here. $18 to the airport, which is really quite good. So I'm going to walk around the area just a bit, because I can. So I'm just walking around randomly now. I'll stop when I stop. It's blowing a slight breeze, a warm slight breeze. Very comfortable. Yes. And they've got presidents on most of the corners. That's the thing about Rapid City. I think they've got 40 different presidents, or maybe more than 40. But statues of each. Although that's not a president, that's a Mitaki Oyapsin, that is. So that's not a president. It's a president over there. There's a president over there. That's not a president either. So all the streets look like this. I'm going to need my Google Maps very quickly indeed to find out where I am. Boo! So this is a president. This is my mate George and his mind-controlling orb. That's nice, isn't it? And that's the shop where the ladies who picked me up and gave me a free lift from the station last night. Well, I think it's the spouse of one of them, but he didn't mind at all. So they worked there, and they were back at work today. So that was nice of them. Onwards. I have no idea where I'm going. There's more presidents up here. Looks like there's a president with a bag or something. And I think that might be Chairman Mao on the other side of the street. Don't remember him being an American president. Oh look, there's an American thing. That looks American. Who could this be? Oh, I think I know who this might be. Although I'm not entirely sure. No, I think I do know. No, I didn't know. I didn't know. It's this is Calvin Coolidge. Whose name I know, and I know nothing about him. Okay, he's from the 20s, and he's got a saddle, and he's very happy about that. Let's go and see Chairman Mao. I'll do him on all four corners, I think, or I might not. Chairman Mao at all. This is the Victorian fart man. And he's holding his hand out. He's going, "Wait, I will fart now." And he's got his hand on a book, because that's Chester Arthur. I've never heard of him. 21st President of the United States. Who was Chester Arthur? Why have I never heard of him? And why does it not matter to my life at all? Let's cross the street again. This is me crossing the street in America. Oh, there's someone over here. Looks like he's got a load of mics in front of him. That is probably... Who's this? This one here. There's some of those mics for Laurel and Hardy. Oh, this is Franklin D. Roosevelt. Oi, Roosevelt. Stop being statuey. So that's him. Now let's finish off and go and do the guy over there. I think that might be Henry Kane from Poltergeist 2. When I've done this, I go off and get some food. I can cross now. So I'm such a tourist. I just crossed this whole thing 4 times just to show the things over here. Who is it? It's Jimmy Carr. Is it Orson Welles? Oh, that's Herbert Hoover, who invented the Herbert. God is in his holy temple. And now, in Rapid City, South Dakota, Heffy interviews Herbert Hoover. Interview him.
With him?
Yeah, interview him.
Alright. Hello. Mr. Man. Oh, sorry about that. Do you have a bun?
I don't think he's got a bum, Heffy.
I'd really like a bun.
I know, but he hasn't got one. He's a president of the United States.
He's not real. I'm real. Right, that's enough. Turn it off.
So I've just eaten at that place there, Capasa, and I think I'm going to explode. Oh God. They gave me a free bowl of tortilla chips with salsa before the food arrived. Had some lovely vegetarian enchiladas and corn cakes, and then I stupidly ordered a dessert. And I thought that this thing that's a bit like a halfway between baklava and a donut, and I thought this thing would be one, and it turned up, and for $10 there was 5 of them. I've probably had as many calories in that dessert as I should probably in 2 days, and I feel bleh. They were lovely, but it was too much. It was far too much. Oh, so here's the shop that the ladies work at. This seems a bit stalkerish. Well, there we are. That's their place. And the hotel that I'm staying at. There we are. That's it up there. Off to Manhattan tomorrow. But I will sleep well tonight, I think. With the potential exception of my tour guide today, who didn't really endear himself to me. I've loved South Dakota. How would this be for a downtown performance space? That'd be good.
Ladies and gentlemen, Heffy Theatre. Hello. Can you hear me? For a bun of fire, not one is in the brightest heaven of invention. Can I have a bun, please? Thank you very much.
And another president. This is John Adams, who was famous for camp theatre in the 70s. Oh dear.